what is required to bring up one's individual voice, assuming that everyone has an individual voice within them?
Nothing's required. Babies scream. Right? Now, we know that they're screaming because they're in some kind of pain, right? Ordinarily, and that's normal. It's natural for a baby to be wanting, and you hear its voice, right? It can be loud, and can be very precise. And they can have good reason and good cause for it, and then as soon as they get their bottle, everything's ordinarily back to peace, back to dreamland. Birds tweeting in the ethers, right? So we have life is demanding our voice. Family demands your voice. Friends demand your voice. They need to hear from you, right? So the demand for everybody's voice is constant in one form or another from one moment to another. But then it's really a matter of whether the individual is willing to yield that voice themselves, express themselves. And that's a big difference. Whether or not you have the biologic, psychic, or let's say social, familial need to voice yourself the way, let's say, your brothers do or other family members do, that's relative to your karma. So your voice might be louder than theirs, it might be softer than theirs. Everyone's voice is relative to another one's voice, but we all have voices. And even those who can't, mute, has a voice in their minds. They have a psychic voice. You might be able to read what they're saying with their facial expressions. Give them a moment. Let them, be in your face. You know what they mean. And, if you're bugging them, you better get out of their way. They may have more power than you do because they're not as vocal as you are. So they may have more power. So if something is diminished, there's more power somewhere else to keep the balance. That's why they say some blind people can hear better than others, or some deaf people can see better than others. It's all relative to the individual and what the balance is. So everybody has a voice. It just depends on in what ways they use it. I speak, I play music, I write books. I love people, and this is all part of the voice. I relate. That's part of the voice. When you send a card to somebody, out of gratitude for them having a friendship with you, or for nothing at all, you find somebody to send a card to, a message to, a positive message, and they hear your voice. The voice then is from the heart. Let the heart be the source of your voice. I don't think you can go wrong if that's the case, if your heart is not too broken. Because if it's too broken, you're going to kill other people. No doubt. If your heart is really busted, others are going to feel it. If you're really done in by it, everyone's going down with you, unless somebody else out there enables you to see differently and feel differently about your brokenness. See, so maybe they have a voice to help you balance out your brokenness, and you come up out of the grave of brokenness, and you join the ordinary society and social sort of graces of other people, of friendship, right, and harmony, maybe community, right, and maybe love too.